Eventually I just need to code it out, and as I mentioned before, I'm just a regular dude, and I didn't know how to build algorithms before. I didn't know how to code. All this was super intimidating, so if you're scared of coding, I've been there. Don't worry. I know it's super intimidating, but at the end of the day, it's just English, and you just have to learn it. So that's why I just put everything that I do here on this channel. So there's really, like, if you want to learn it, you can. You can learn for free. It's all for free on my YouTube, and I pray for you that you aren't too scared to learn it, because I was too scared for the longest time, but I spent so much time on this computer, and I'm a computer dude that didn't know how to code, and now I do, because I just took some time, and now I put everything on my channel. So yeah, maybe just subscribe, and when the time is right, learn how to code, because it's just English. You can see I'm literally just typing in English. It's just formatted oddly, but this gives you superpowers, because it allows you to backtest strategies. And for the longest time, I knew I needed to know how to code. I knew I needed to, but it was too hard. And I could get away with not learning how to code, until I really found something that I needed to do, which was automate my training strategies. So I did that, but I had to learn how to code. So that's why I show everything here. So I hope this helps. Anyways, we're backtesting this gap up strategy, and it's not too hard to backtest, so it shouldn't be too long. I actually have two strategies I want to test here, kind of two versions of it, because I want to find the one that does the best, right? Say 3, and then self.by TP equals self.data.open -1 multiplied by self.tp. And I know it goes super fast here, but I have a bootcamp that slows everything down and actually talks through everything, so you can learn a little bit more. I just have to do this today, so the only way I can really make content, because I'm not a YouTuber, is to just show you what I'm actually building. So let's grab the data, and this data, we'll go ahead and say down here, we'll say stats. Stats equals backtest data, and we'll say gap up strategy, pass it a mil. Commission, we'll put a high commission here. Well, I do, at least, because I like it to work with a higher commission. Because if it works with a higher commission, then that's good. We need to put our backtest here. Sorry, I messed this up. This should actually be backtest. And then stats should be on the next page. Stats equals bt.optimize for equity, and then we need this take profit to be 1.10. So this is pretty cool about backtesting.py, is you can optimize within it, and that should be parentheses, comma, parentheses, and then print stats and backtest.plot. Let's run it. Okay, so we got an error here. Probably just messed something up along the way. I did mean data. I'm just gotta figure out where that is. Sorry, I'm sipping coffee, and I know it's loud and obnoxious, but it's super early in the morning, and that was my first sip of coffee, if you couldn't tell. 9:16. I already feel like I'm more awake. Coffee's crazy to be. Simple error. Most of the time, code breaks. It's because of me. It's not the code. It's usually me. Okay. So optimize. Stats has no. So what line are we on here? And this is good. We're running into errors, because you get to see what I have to do. I have to deal with, and this is like real day-to-day stuff. I just probably spelled optimize wrong. Optimize. I'm just gonna rewrite this, because I just feel like pt.optimize, and then we'll say maximize equals equity final dollar amount, and we'll say comma TP equals 1.10 1.2, so we're just like optimizing for the perfect take profit, and then comma. That looks chill to me. Huh. Stats has no, maybe I didn't import everything correctly. Import pandas as PD. I just did this in that last test here. Did I spell it wrong? Because you can see it's right here. bt.optimize. What did I do different here? From backtesting, import backtest. Huh, what's different is my question. Let's open these side by side, so you can see what I'm talking about here. Okay, so look at this. The error is this: it has no attribute of optimize on line 17. Okay, let's go to line 17. This is line 17 here. Okay, but you can see this line 17. Stats.optimize. I think this comma is the only thing different here, but don't quite see why that would change anything. Optimize, maximize. You can see it's yellow here is my question. So backtest data pass in strategy, from backtest, and import backtest and strategy. That's super weird. Let's try this. So let me just try to copy this all over to there. Oh, now it's working. Huh, I probably just missed something along the way, but anyways, that works, so let's just do that. This needs to be TP though. TP, and we're gonna do 1.10. If you saw the error, because I'm sure you can see it, I just am in the game right now. If you saw the error that made this change over there when I switched it over, please do let me know. I'm curious, but I'm sure if I look at it long enough, I can figure it out. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and run this now. So this is on 15-minute data from 2020. Okay, can't be determined as an integer. Data index is not date time, assuming periods PD is date time as advised. Huh. Let's go ahead and put this into Luxy and see what happens. Here's my code. I get this error. Cool. So we use range incorrectly function. Expects integer values for its arguments, but you provided float values. Oh, okay. So this is to change the things into... Oh, you know what I did? There should be a range here. Yep, that should be better. Perfect. Okay, so now it's optimizing. Hopefully we see the results. There we go. So win rate is 50%. Interesting. It looks like it lost money though. If you can see, this P&L curve is down. Worst trade is -20. Max drawdown is 84%. So it's an awful strategy. Return 70%, so it's not terrible, but that's not good because the buy and hold is 222. I have another version of this though. So is there anything good out of this? 64 trades, drawdown for 568 days. Because sometimes you'll see like one piece that's kind of good out of the strategy. I don't see anything great. So what I want to do here is open up and say gap up 2. And let's go ahead and let's just copy this over because I'm sure there's going to be some things. So 2 for 1. Like nobody shares this information on the internet, let alone for free. And I'm giving you 2 backtests that take a lot of time to create. And all I ask is that you tap that like button and adjust this backtest a bit. So let's change our TP to 1.03 here. Let's change our stop loss to 0.997. Margin equals 1.003. 0003. Keep everything there the same. If self.data.open -1 is under self.data.close -2 this time. And multiply by self.margin. So that's pretty much the same thing. Because self.margin is actually set to the same number. Then we'll say self.buy. Take profit equals self.data.close of -1 multiplied by self.takeprofit. Then SL equals self.data.close this time. -1 times self.stop loss. So just some minor changes, but I just want to make sure you get as much value as possible. Then we'll say the data is the 15-minute data from 2020. So this is 15-minute BTC data 2020. So it's a good amount of data, 3 years of 15-minute data. And then data.coms, we pass in the strategy here, pass in a mill, pass in our commission. And let's optimize a bit. Stats optimize for the equity. And then we'll say our take profits are 1.01. 1.02, 1.03, 1.04, 1.05. Okay? Ah, snap, I didn't mean to do that. I just want 5. And then we'll comma here. Let's bring this over here so it... Oh, it's chill. Chill, B. Alright, so our stop loss is this. And we want it 0.99, 0.98, 0.97. You don't know what I'm thinking, AI? You don't know me that well, obviously. 0.95. Okay, perfect. So this looks pretty good, except our little error we got going on here. Maybe I need one of those. There we go. Print stats. Let's run it. See if this works better. Long orders require stop loss. Let's go ahead and pass this in to Luxy. I get this error. Here is my code. The error you encounter is due to invalid order parameter value. Specifically, the error message indicates that the required condition for long order, buy order is not met. The stop loss price needs to be lower than the limit price. In your code, the issue arises because you are setting the stop loss SL to be higher than the limit level. Okay. Okay. Where do we do that though? To fix this, what line of code was this? Which lines of code did you fix? In your code, you're passing in 1.102, blah, 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 blah. However, the backtesting library expects a single value for each parameter rather than a sequence of values. I don't think that's correct. Let's go ahead. Maybe I made an error somewhere. Let's just double check to see our code matches up with this. This is 0.997. I don't see why it would change that and why that would do anything, but I'll just run it just in case. Okay, it didn't look like it. This looks good. Self.data.open, -1. Self.data.close, -2. Self.margin, self.buy, self.data, open, -1. Self.take profit, self.data.close. This says close, but mine says close. I wonder what happens if I change that. Yeah, why would you just change my stuff like that? I say close here, Anyways, you see how you can set it up. I can tinker with this as long as I want. The first gap up strategy was okay. So I might work on this one a little bit more. If you want to see me kind of evolve with this one, I made sure to make sure that you already got the results from the backtest. Now we're just optimizing to the second backtest. I wanted to try to give you a little something extra here. So you got the code of where I'm thinking to move this backtest, and what the next step would be. We're not going to get to the end where you get the stats, but you got the stats for the first one. So I hope you enjoyed that, because I know nobody else is sharing this information. I truly believe that code is a great equalizer, and nobody wants to share this information, and it sucks because in order to learn how to code, you have to be incentivized. For me, I knew I had to learn how to code someday. It's just I didn't want to build some app or something. I didn't want to work for Apple and build apps for them, so I never got into it. Until I realized, hey, I'm trading a lot of money. Why not have algos trade it for me? Remove all emotion, automate my strategies. And that's what I teach here in this bootcamp. And that's what I show on my channel. And I hope this helped you with building out a strategy. And we went over how to build a gap up strategy today and backtest it with a mill. So hope you enjoyed it. And we can run this one more time just so we get the final results, get that final number, what that mill turned into. So that $1 million with 2% or 0.2% commission turned into an equity final of 1.7. So that's awesome. I love this game. I love you.